Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RAMBOMANIA. Tonight we're going to look at some ship-shaped swagger, my friends. Or shall I say, swag gear. I found some of these relics while looking for some sweet, Rambo Force of Freedom booty. And I've saved some of the best for last. If you go back and look at some of the previous episodes in the Force of Freedom finale, we had some pretty cool booty in there to check out. Very few. We listed a lot, but it's very few in comparison to what's out there. And if you count knockoffs, which we'll get into next season, there's just tons. But thanks for sticking it out for the Force of Freedom finale. It's going to stretch out a little more than 3 days like we planned. It's going to be a little bit longer. It's going to go into next week. But every episode is Force of Freedom themed. Even the last one is going to have a nice Force of Freedom banner. For the season finale, the official season finale, episode 344. Even though we don't really talk a lot about Force of Freedom in that one, but we do have some Force of Freedom outtakes from conversations. Many actually, some of them are going to range right, like the conversation we had with Wild Man Beyond last night. It's going to range right into next season. So it's kind of like a bridging type of things. So season 3, the bridge will happen probably episode 345. Some numerology in there for you. Some straight numerology. I'm so happy, we're still going to get to do it a little bit earlier. So I'm happy about that. Because it was looking like it was going to be October 25th when we started. So it's all nice that we're going to get to still do season 3 a little bit earlier. I wanted to do it. I wanted to have it all, up by today, but it's just, time restraints, and we're dealing with some pretty gargantuan things. So, yeah, so I'm going to share some of this sweet booty with you. First, I got this sweet hat for you. Check this out. Force of Freedom cap. I'm definitely needing a new hat. So this looks pretty stellar, if you ask me. It's definitely something I think I'm going to pick up. I also found this kind of silky nylon cream Force of Freedom bomber jacket. And this is just fucking awesome. Like, this is definitely something I'd rock out in, Truth, man. This is just a beautiful, beautiful 80s style era coat. Now, if you're lucky, you may also find yourself a Rambo and the Force of Freedom iPhone cover. This just makes me wish, I had an iPhone, because this is super fucking cool. Like, cool shit, man. This is like, wow. I didn't even think that they made these. There's even this cool Terminator-esque looking pencil top eraser. A little Halo jump-ish, but Force of Freedom nonetheless. I'm guessing this is a rare item, and it's pretty sweet looking. If I used pencils, I would have that. Actually, I would just buy it and stick it on the end of my pen, because I write a lot, and I wouldn't want to use Rambo as an eraser. Here's a few of many limited edition Rambo and the Force of Freedom animated conceptual stills, or film cells, from the show. Concept art, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure you can get this or these on eBay. There's a lot of them, I think. I'm just listing a few here. They're very cool and very stylized drawings and sketches, and they're all pretty much works of art by the animators. So if you want to pick this up, just surf online, you can find it, or check out eBay. And for you ladies out there in the audience, There's even a Force of Freedom nail kit, even though it doesn't look like Force of Freedom, but it's a Rambo Force of Freedom nail kit. Pretty sexy stuff, I must say. You know, I gotta get one of these from Mel. You know, I would really like to see a nail kit like this with the actual like white background with the Hawk logo, the blue Force of Freedom Hawk logo. Maybe I can get Winter Rain to make me some, because she's pretty good with that. You should see some of her customized nail jobs. Awesome stuff. Now, where were we here? Oh, yes. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if this line is a part of the Force of Freedom line or its own separate branch off. Probably towards the knockoff. But here, anyway, for you all to see is the Champion of Liberty figure, Rambo figure. An alternate series, I'm guessing, you know, who knows. Maybe this one is the one that is exclusive to Mexico, because I know they had a bunch of different figures as well. So here we have the iconic Rambo thermos and lunchbox by Thermos. My buddy Jason Brown, down the block, Jason Brown, had this one, and it's uber cool. You know, I was always jealous I didn't have this, but, you know, I had kick-ass other ones, like, you know, Knight Rider and Masters of the Universe lunch kits, to say the least, and Mask and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. On the topic of last night's conversation we had with Wildman, which, due to time restraints, we had to cut, but we're going to be catching up on in the first week of Season 3, because the second half of it, we teased in the first half the Krenna expendable theory, which we looked at a little bit in the past, but we're going to talk about that more and bring it to light early on, probably after the season premiere of Season 3, Carmageddon. But Wildman sent me this Rambo 2T, and that you see before you in our conversation on last night's Coleco call-in show. He also sent over this image of this sweet Rambo battery-powered signal gun. You know, and you know, this is pretty freaking rockin'. So, you know, when we get into Season 3, you'll get to hear the conclusion of that topic and discussion we had. Very amazing, pretty much like a two-hour thing. And at the same time, we're also going to have exclusive outtakes that didn't make the cut for last night's show because it was just so long. Like just the sign-off. Like the sign-off even got cut off. So, pretty cool stuff. And sorry. And here's a pic of the Sly Krenna Maria Shriver interview pants cream pie incident that we spoke of last night on the same show. You know, I already had kind of like I was doing the editing. I was like rushing around. I kind of forgot to add all these pictures, so I'm just showing this little section to you right now. You know, and at the same time, something that we spoke of on the show, and to top it off, something, you know, we also teased in last night's discussion that we didn't show you, like we didn't show you the cream pie pic and the t-shirt, the R2T and the battery-powered signal gun, is Shipshape 1983's one-of-a-kind custom line of Force of Freedom action figures. The rarest of the rare, and the coolest to boot. And here's a pic of Shipshape himself as a Joe. You know, he's a huge G.I. Joe / Force of Freedom fan. And his work is truly amazing. So, you know, let's have a peek, you know, shall we, at some of Shipshape 1983's works of art. I believe there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 customs he did in total. all of them one of a kind. I really hope he does more of them, maybe even finish off the whole set. I'm going to try to locate this guy and get him on the show, you know, because his work is just fascinating. I find it fascinating. It's phenomenal. I would really love to have him customize me a figure someday. Hopefully he gets some business from people watching this episode, because he deserves it. So I'm going to try to contact ShipShape and get him on to talk about some of these awesome custom figures. Personal, one-of-a-kind, rare custom figures that he made for Force of Freedom. So among these amazing figures, I believe he has 2 Rambos, 1 Turbo, 1 Troutman, 1 Black Dragon, and 1 White Dragon. I'd really love to see him do a cat figure next. And it seems that all of these are pieced together from old G.I. Joes and various same-size action figures from the old school era, and then custom hand-painted to exact likenesses. From what he wrote on his page, it sounds like a rather painstaking and patient process. But hey man, you know, it pans out and they look great. You know, all of them. More than great, actually. Just phenomenal work here. So sometimes you want, you know, a totally original. Sometimes you want just like your own totally original custom collectible. And you know, sometimes you can't find it, you gotta do it yourself. So hats off, man, because this is just beautiful. And thank you for sharing these pictures with the internet, because they're just beautiful. So anyway, what do you guys all think about this? You know, let me know, leave me a comment in the comment section below, and we'll address it on the show. We'll address it, and maybe if you want, we can even bring you on to talk about it. And if you have some Rambo stuff you want to share, feel free. So I want to hear from you, and I'd love that, you know, please. No inbox messages, please, because my inbox doesn't work for some reason. So, you know, simply leave me a comment, and we'll make it happen. I'll get back to you. So we got 2 episodes left this season. So we'll be back on Monday to start those up and move into season 3. Finally. You know, some wonderful episodes coming next week. So, I mean, just look at this amazing attention to detail he has going on here. The concentration for this on such a small scale too, like G.I. Joe figures, must be amazing. Amazing. ShipShape, man, if you're out there, leave me a comment, get in touch with me. If you see this video, let me know. I want to have you on the show. Just, you know, the detail here is just spot on. He really makes these figures his own. He really brings his own touch to this, and it's just phenomenal. Yeah, so ShipShape, if you're 1983, if you're out there, contact me. You know, leave me a comment here because my inbox doesn't work, or contact me on Facebook at MAT space THOMAS space MARCHAND, Matt Thomas Marchand on Facebook. It's just beautiful, to say the least. So, time flies when you're having fun. So, unfortunately, that's all the time we have today. But in the great words of Arnold, we'll be back probably on Monday to close off the season right. 2 episodes left. The finale, and talking about a reboot of the Rambo animated series, Force of Freedom. Thank you for joining us down this long road that is RAMBOMANIA. And, you know, we would be nothing without you. You at home, you make all the difference. Really, from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.